What's up guys, it's Rihanna back again with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my cosmetic dentistry journey. I will share with you guys in this video the price, why I chose Costa Rica over places like Turkey, Colombia, Mexico, and Russia. And also my entire experience, including pain, procedures, everything. So if you've been contemplating going out of the country for cosmetic work, you definitely want to watch this entire video. So let's get right into it because there's a lot to cover. Throughout this video, I will be inserting the little bit of vlogging I was able to do while I was there, so you can kind of see the process as I was going through it. If you're researching dental implants, you'll know that the whole procedure is like a year-long thing. You got to put the implants in first, and then you still have to let those heal and then go get your crowns. So at this point, I'm only at the implant portion, but that is the most invasive, most expensive part of your procedure. So I wanted to share with you guys everything that I have been through thus far. So I did take notes. So if you see me glancing down at my little handy dandy notebook right here, it's because I just don't want to miss anything. Basically, I've never had like cute teeth. I had braces for a long time. And also the main part of my teeth issues came from being a bulimic for 10 full years. I know you're not allowed to really talk about eating disorders on YouTube anymore. You'll get kicked off of YouTube, but you have to know that like the acid from vomiting, it destroys your teeth. So my teeth were very bad. I definitely needed not just veneers, but I needed implants. So that kind of made my decision on where to go a little bit different from your average person. To several places here in Texas, I got quoted up to $58,000 for the same amount of work I got done there. It was just like so expensive. I just thought I would never be able to get this done. Then I'm watching YouTube one night and I'm seeing all these YouTubers go to Turkey and get like a full mouth of veneers for just a few $1,000s, and I'm like excited that, oh my god, like there is hope for me. So I was at first dead set of going to Turkey because that's the only thing I saw. But as you know, I started watching those videos, other videos started popping up of Mexico, of Colombia, and everything else. I would watch YouTube videos. I would wait for them to update their teeth, see if they were still happy with it. Like I researched for a very, very long time. I researched this for like a year first though, before I settled on the place. And then probably another 3 to 6 months before I settled on the dentist himself. Ultimately, I decided on Costa Rica, and here's why. The main reason why I picked Costa Rica is because Costa Rica is known for dental implants, not just cosmetic work. The quality of work was surpassing what was in the States. Also, what made me kind of shy away from Turkey is that they were super aggressive with the way they shaved down your teeth for the veneers. And I knew it was important to save as much of your natural tooth as possible when doing veneers. Also, Costa Rica was closer to Texas. The flight was only 4 hours, which means I could bring my daughter with me and actually like make a vacation out of it as well. Once I narrowed it down to Costa Rica, I started researching dentists there in Costa Rica. I wanted someone who is an implantologist and who is known for implants specifically. Dr. Anglada's name just kept coming up. I joined the TripAdvisor forum, which has a whole thread about dental tourism in Costa Rica. I literally read every single page. I think it's like 300 something pages. I YouTubed him, saw his videos on YouTube, reviews on Real Self that are really good, on his Google profile, like for his office itself. Just all the reviews were good and they weren't like very repetitive, so I could tell they were real reviews. What really stood out for me with Dr. Anglada is able to ask all kinds of questions. He answered everything. He talked to me on WhatsApp. He videoed me so I could see his office. I booked my flights. I found my own accommodation. He did have accommodations listed on his website, and then in the emails that we were going back and forth, almost like a bed and breakfast. I think it was only like 40 bucks a night or 50 bucks a night. It was very, 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 very reasonable. I don't know, I'm kind of like a travel snob, so I ended up booking my own Airbnb. The Airbnb, I believe, was like $110 a night, and I just wanted something a little bit more luxe. I was treating this like a vacation too, but if you want to cut down on costs and you just want to focus on the dental part of it, you can totally get something cheaper than that. The flights were like 400 bucks. But we went in December, which is literally like high season. If you would go during like rainy season or something like that, it would be way cheaper than when I went. And when I need to go back for my crowns, that's what I plan on doing, is going during off season. As far as transportation, he did have someone that picked us up from the airport, took us to our Airbnb, picked me up the next day to take me to the office. And he also took us back to the airport at the end of our trip. Also, he took me to a couple of the appointments while I was there, but not every single one. I did have to Uber some of the time if he was not available. The Uber was super cheap in Costa Rica. We came on a Monday evening. We got in very late. His driver picked us up, took us to the Airbnb, and we pretty much like went straight to bed. The next day came, and his driver picked me up early in the morning to take me to my first appointment. The first appointment was basically like an official consultation. Like when you're emailing back and forth, you send all kinds of pictures of your teeth. I sent him x-rays that I got from my dentist here in America, that type of thing. And he gives you an estimate. But I mean, that estimate could change because he has not physically seen your teeth. First appointment is basically like him going in your mouth, checking your teeth, doing his own x-rays and whole mouth on his screen. He can make sure your teeth are in good shape before he does any work. Also, he took my braces off. Can't see through the metal, obviously. So he took those off and before he did the x-ray. I did the x-rays and everything. I was sitting in the chair. I hear all about this veneer procedure, what's gonna happen, blah, 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 the implant procedure. And he literally is telling me that I should not get veneers. And I was like shocked because that's what I'm here for, bruh. Like, I brought you the money, like take it. But he was like, yes, doing veneers for you will make me more money. However, I don't think you should get them. Let's do a deep clean, polish your teeth, and at least give it a day and think about it. I agreed to at least wait till the next day. So we did the consultation, took the braces off, took the x-rays. Then the next day is the day he polished my teeth. So they did a deep clean. It wasn't him that did it. It was one of his other dentists. He did a great job. He was so gentle. It did not hurt at all. He finishes the polish and everything. And then Dr. Anglada comes back into the room and he gives me a mirror. And I like look at my teeth. I'm like, holy, these are my teeth? Like, I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. They always had like a discoloration on my front two teeth from taking a lot of tetracycline when I was younger for ear infections. He got all of that off with just polishing and cleaning my teeth, which no American dentist had ever been able to do. So I'm like in his office, like near tears. Like, I'm in such shock, like that my natural teeth look like this. He also sent in another dentist doing a lot of staring, and then he was like, if those are my teeth, I wouldn't touch them. And you guys, this was half of the cost of going. So I mean, they are missing out on a big chunk of money not doing veneers on me. So I was just really taken aback. So he was like, I can save you another 200 bucks and we won't even have to do the smile design, because it's like, you know, they make like veneers for you, like I guess fake veneers to try on so you can see what you would look like with the veneers. Now let's still go ahead and at least do the smile design so I can see the difference. Don't believe I saw it until the next appointment, which was Thursday, which was my surgery date. When I put them on, and he might have done this on purpose. But when I put the like veneer things over my teeth, it honestly like just looked like my teeth. I didn't see like a huge difference. So at that point, I was like, maybe you're right. And that was that. I didn't get the veneers at all. Still shocked that I didn't get the veneers and my teeth are still cute. That really stuck with me because to me, that's a sign of a really good dentist. A dentist that's actually trying to preserve your natural teeth, who will turn down thousands of dollars to make sure that you're healthy. That's a good dentist. And like, At that point, I just really rested assured. Implant surgery, I thought was going to take a very long time. I thought I was going to have to be put under because I am deathly afraid of dentists. I do not do needles, but he did not have to put me under. He said less than 1% of his clients go under. I did opt to do laughing gas, which they gave me. They do charge you like a little bit of extra for that, but the gas, they gave me like a relaxing pill. And then once all of that settled down, once your blood pressure is down and you're comfortable, then they do the Novocaine, and I did not feel a thing. I didn't feel any of the needles at all. It was totally comfortable. The procedure itself literally lasted an hour. It was so fast. The driver did take me to my hotel because that relaxation pill kind of got you like loop-de-loopy. But that first night, my godmother took Gigi in her room and gave me like the whole night to myself, just in case I was going to be in major pain. But honestly, besides just swelling, that's all I felt that first night. It's been like maybe 4 hours since the surgery. I can still definitely tell I'm swollen, but I feel a lot better. I haven't even taken any of the painkillers he gave me yet. And he gave me like a ton of different stuff to take, but so far I've just taken the ones that like are required for the swelling and the inflammation, but I haven't had to take the tramadol or anything for pain. I haven't even had to take the Tylenol for pain. So overall I'm feeling pretty good. That was Thursday. And Saturday and Sunday we went to a resort and had a vacation, and I was just fine. So my face is still pretty puffy. You can tell I look like a little chipmunk, but overall I feel so good. I am getting a facial. I told them to go gentle on that. But look at my baby face skin. It looks like I have a Snapchat filter on. No, that's just my skin. And look at this amazing tea drink they give you for after. That first few days I felt nothing. Like, I was good. Okay, 2 days before I was due to leave, I had my very last appointment with him. That was to vet me for my temporary implants. So you look normal, you know, while you're going about your business until your gums heal well enough to put on the crowns, and still no pain. Then the next day happened. And I think that was when the steroid was only for 5 days, I think. And I think that night was when my first night without the steroid, and honey, that pain hit me like a train, okay? Like in the middle of the night. So literally like at midnight, I'm texting Dr. Anglada like, hey, I'm in pain. I'm kind of scared because I didn't think I would have pain like this late after the surgery when I didn't have any. So I'm worried it might be infected or something like that. This doctor texted me back in the middle of the night. He told me to go to his office first thing in the morning, and they will take some x-rays and make sure everything was good. Next morning, I go back. I just Uber there. They did not charge me for these extra set of x-rays. And they surmised, no, there's no infection. There's no rejection or anything like that. It's just certain people, when your bone is infusing with the titanium, certain ones of us just feel pain. It's very, very rare, right? So they give me another set of steroids, and I think they give me another set of painkillers, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. He tells me, you know, make sure you text me every day when you get home. I want to make sure you're okay. If he needs to go to Texas to work on me himself, that he will. And I was just like, wow, this man is dedicated. Home, everything's still fine. But once that second set of painkillers, steroids wore off, again, that pain came back. So I actually find a dentist here in the States that does, here in my city, that does implants. I didn't want to go to my normal dentist because she does implants, but she's not an implantologist. Other dentists, they were so nice. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like hitting the dentist lottery at this point. And it's literally like the day before Christmas. So yeah, they see me very quickly when I get there. They put me in a room to wait for the dentist. Guess what I see on the wall? A map of Costa Rica. And I was just like, okay, this is a sign. This is a sign everything's gonna be okay. So that dentist comes in. He does another x-ray, which I email. As soon as they email it to me, I email it to Dr. Anglada. He assures me my implant is not infected, it's not rejecting. He said, your dentist is awesome. The placement of the implant is perfection. So he gives me another set of steroids. And then he also gives me this topical antibiotic just to like quicken the pace of like the infusion and the healing. He didn't do any of this before he talked to Dr. Anglada, which I appreciated. So they actually talked back and forth and came up with this plan themselves. And Dr. Anglada also asked him to take out my abutment. He said, take that out and put in a smaller screw. So hopefully like that won't be as irritating to my gums. So they do all of this. He does all of this, and he doesn't charge me a whole lot of money for this, which I was freaking surprised. So after that, I took those rounds of steroids. That was like a week ago that I finished them. I'm totally off the steroids. I'm totally off the painkillers. Feeling fine. And like, yeah, the pain was horrible, but you know what? Dr. Anglada texts me every single day to make sure I was okay. And I really felt like he cared about how I was feeling, what I was, my end result, and retaining as much of my natural teeth as possible. So I cannot recommend him highly enough. Lastly, the price. What did I pay for all of this? So in America, I was quoted anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per implant. And that did not include any kind of bone grafting or like gum revision or anything like that. That was strictly like your implant. And sometimes I didn't even include the crown. Okay, so the crown would be a whole nother $2,500. Again, he is not the cheapest in Costa Rica. He's not the cheapest in, you know, international dental tourism. He's not. So you could definitely get cheaper if that's your goal. Charged $450. I think it's $450 for each crown or veneer. It's like $900 for the implants. And then it was $900 for the bone grafting, and that was for as much bone grafting as you need for all the teeth. Way cheaper than even like the cheapest, shadiest dentist I could find in Texas. So yeah, that was the price. So like, for example, you're going for, to say 10 veneers, you're looking at paying $4,500. Here, that would probably get you 1.5 veneer. Way cheaper, but still like very, 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 very high quality. He would be like going to someone in Beverly Hills here. And I'm just really overall happy. I love my teeth. I'm gonna love them even better when I get my final implants and get all of that done. Will I get the veneers? And now that I know my teeth look like this now, I don't want to shave my teeth down to nubs. It's not that serious. If I want that perfect bright white, you know, paper white Hollywood smile, that's what probably I would go, is to Colombia and get the no prep veneers, where they basically are putting the composite porcelain mix on top of your teeth. If you are contemplating on going out of the country to get any kind of dental work done or any kind of cosmetic surgery at all, it's just good to like watch as many of these type of videos as possible, narrow it down to your location, and then really start researching the doctor. Don't do anything like overnight or make any kind of flash decision, and just, you know, doing your research, seeing what other options are out there. Because I could have very well just went straight to Turkey and got a mouthful of crowns, and I don't know if I would have been happy with that. I hope this video helped you guys. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up so other people can see this video that are interested in going out of the country for dental work, because it took me a while of watching videos before Costa Rica started popping up. Be sure, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. I make all kinds of motherhood and lifestyle content. When I do go back for my crowns and everything, I will be doing another video. I'll also be doing a video soon on what to expect when traveling to Costa Rica with a toddler. So make sure you're subscribed and you'll want to see all of those updates. Until the next video, bye.